Hi, welcome to Humor is Cheaper Than Therapy podcast. This is Shelley, the middle daughter, and I'm joined by my sisters Kelly and Margot and our mom Terry. We are not doctors or therapists. We are simply ordinary women who happen to be related and have fun spending time together laughing and talking. We hope you enjoy listening to our casual conversations as we discuss the ups and downs of normal life, hopefully with a lot of laughter peppered in. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, this is Terry from Montana.
And this is Kelly from Minnesota.
This is Shelley, also from Minnesota.
And this is Margot from Montana. And this is Humor is Cheaper Than Therapy.
Podcast.
Hi, guys.
Woohoo!
Woo!
It is November 30th, and we are on the cusp of the Christmas holiday, and we are all excited. So excited that we're going to tell jokes.
What's a cusp?
I have no idea. Google Master.
Google
What
Master.
is a cusp?
And I only know Norwegian jokes because I live with your father.
Oh, not Sven and Oli. Wait, is that it?
Yep. Sven and Oli.
Okay.
Lena. Don't forget Lena.
Lena. That's it, Lena.
A point where two curves meet. A point of transition between two different states.
A cusp. Okay,
Or-
so we're right on the edge.
An imaginary line that separates a pair of consecutive signs in the zodiac or houses in the horoscope.
Okay.
Thank you, Google Master Extraordinaire.
So that was a
June
very
24th
correct
is
use
a
of that
cusp.
term. June
Who's
24th?
Wait,
Oh.
say it again, Margot.
June 24th is a cusp because it is in between the zodiac signs of Gemini and Cancer. That's very interesting.
And
Okay.
does that mean that whoever's on that date can go either way
Mm-hmm.
into either? Oh, interesting. Okay.
Or both.
Well, then that would help make their little, what's the word?
Horoscope?
That
No.
thing accurate. Yeah, that's the word. Couldn't remember it.
You don't read yours every day?
Where are they? I don't know where they. You know, when I went into work every day, there was a gal that, like, I don't know, once every 2 weeks would be like, "Oh, Shelley, look at your horoscope," and I was like, "Thanks, Myrene." And I was like, oddly accurate. One time she read it and it said keeper of birthdays, and I was like, "How did they know?"
How did they know?
Capricorns.
Speaking of that,
Mhm.
Shelley, you know your
Tomorrow.
birthday board thing?
I
With all
do.
the-
Yes.
Where did you
Yeah.
get that?
Sharia bought it for me off of Etsy, but I think little Wally made Margot one. Made Auntie Margot one.
He did, and that's very funny because this afternoon when I called her, we talked about that exact thing. You guys were listening.
Well, no, I've been thinking about getting it as a gift for somebody.
Well,
yeah.
yes. And I said, well, I want one. Where did you get that, Margot? And she said, Wally made it.
Jason's
Okay.
dad and stepmom made ours.
So you guys heard what I won at the baby shower I went to?
I do not know.
No.
I cheated, but I won. I always cheat. They give you an ice cube
With a
and
baby in
inside
it.
the ice cube is the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And when your water breaks, you win. And we happened to be at a coffee shop. So I put my baby in
You
the
added coffee.
and I won a fifth of tequila.
Oh,
Mom, cheaters never win,
Oh.
except for when they win because nobody realized they cheated. Baby
Mom
shower
always
baby.
cheats.
ouch.
She always cheats.
Mom always cheats.
I do. We were at a function in the summer where they were playing that cornhole game at church.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And pastor said, now you get up there and play. And I said, I can't. I cheat. And he was looking at the cornhole game. Now, how do you cheat with cornhole, right?
That's a lot. Holy guacamole. That's a lot of birthdays.
Yeah, but see, there's none in July. So no one was getting it on in
Yeah, count 9 back in October.
October.
November.
No one's getting it
No,
on in
that's
October.
because Shelley was giving birth.
Yeah, I was busy. Having them. Wait, I'm just like flabbergasted at how many you have on there.
Well, Jason has a lot
large
of brothers
family.
and sisters.
That is really nice. I love it.
Yeah.
So you guys, what's the difference between a Norwegian and a canoe?
I don't know.
One's a person and one's a thing.
Do you know, Mom?
A canoe will sometimes tip.
Oh,
That was good.
that's hilarious. All right, are we doing this?
I have very few jokes that I tell anymore. My favorites were always, like Iowa jokes. Like, what's the best thing coming out of Iowa? I-35.
Jokes or
Yeah.
funny stories.
But my favorite one for everybody in the world is, why did the chicken cross the road? To show the raccoons it could be done.
It could be done.
And to know what that means, you have to live in Minnesota.
Jake painted me a picture of a dead raccoon on the side of the road, and it was a Minnesota raccoon. I took a picture of it, sent it to him, told him to paint it for me.
Oh.
He did.
And yes, of course he did. And why
That's
did you
so
want
macabre.
this painting?
I don't know.
You guys in your murder podcast, you even want pictures of murdered animals.
Oh my gosh, Margo, I
Murder.
have some new ones for you. I'll have to send you.
If you go to Hulu and you type in holiday, there is a holiday true crime podcast, and it's nothing about murder and mayhem that happens around the holidays.
Ooh, fun.
Wait, it's what?
It's holiday true crime, so all of the mayhem and murders and bad things that happen all happen around the holidays.
Which makes it 50 times worse.
No, it's good watching for when you're making Christmas decorations to hang at your church.
You listen to these while you're making Christmas decorations that you hang at church.
Uh-huh.
This is
I
what
made
you're
these
saying.
really cute window ball trees,
All full of murder.
all full of murder.
Yeah, I don't know. You kids.
Yeah.
Okay, one of my all-time favorite jokes. I love the dad jokes. They're called dad jokes now because they're just corny. I love them. I can't help it. Like, what do you call cheese that isn't yours?
Nacho.
Nacho cheese.
I love those. I think they're the funniest thing ever.
Yes. What is brown and sticky?
Lots of things.
Stick.
Molasses. Stick. A stick is very sticky. Not always brown.
Not always brown.
See, that's a perfect dad joke. I can't wait to use that on the grandkids. My goodness. Mom's next.
Okay. Well, I can't tell any Sven and Oli jokes. Or Sven
Why?
and- what's her name? Lena?
Sven. Lena. You
Sven
can't?
and Lena.
Why
You afraid
not?
we're going to
So how
ostracize
about
our...
if I do Brian and Shelley?
You can do those. We can take it. We can take it. I dare
Okay.
you.
All right. So Brian has a son, and his name is Oli, and he's in the 4th grade. And Margaret has a sister named Shelley. Got that? I don't know what any of that has to do with each other. No. Anyway, this kid's in the Oli, Brian's son, is in the 4th grade, and he came home and he said, "I've got the biggest feet in the 4th grade." And his dad said, "Well, that's because you're 18." I can't tell a joke. That's the whole joke.
You told it. Good job.
But Shelley was a swimmer, and Margaret, remember I said Margaret had this sister named Shelley, and she works at the YMCA. Well, anyway, COVID happened. You all know what COVID is. Okay, COVID happened, so the swim team could not compete in the local championship. So Shelley, who's working there and can swim, she gets to fill in. And they put her in the breaststroke, and there's 2 other girls in there with her. So she gets done, and she comes in 3rd. And she comes up to the guy at the head of the table, and she said, "I don't know what was going on there, but them girls was using their arms." That's all I got.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, it's a good one. Oh, my goodness.
Whose turn?
Kelly's turn.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can tell my favorite joke.
You can. We can bleep it. Bleep,
Okay.
bleep, 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 bleep.
All right. So we got a Wisconsin couple and we got an Iowa couple and we got a Minnesota couple and they're out to breakfast. And the Wisconsin guy says to his wife, "Pass the sugar, sugar." And she passes him the sugar. The Minnesota guy looks at his wife, winks, and says, "Pass the honey, honey." She passes him the honey. And the Iowa guy, he's like, "Man, I'm going to top them." He looks at his wife and says, "Pass the bacon, pig." That's my favorite one.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad.
It's so bad.
That's funny.
Yeah. Leave it
Markle.
from a backwoods redneck to come up with that joke.
Right?
What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One's heavy
don't
and
know.
one's a little lighter.
That's funny.
That's great.
I like it.
A lot of people aren't going to even know what a Zippo is.
They're going to have to Google it. We'll have to put a
All of you
picture on the
under the age of 50 aren't going to know what a Zippo is.
Well, Margot knows she's under 50 by a bunch.
A whole bunch.
For a minute.
At least a handful.
A whole bunch of digits.
I know, because, I'm 10 years older.
I have another one.
Good.
Does anybody know what the leading cause of dry skin is?
No.
Towels. Bath towels, to be
Ugh.
specific.
Where did you guys get all your jokes? I don't know.
I got that one from Jeremy.
Ah,
And we
A
know
dad
all yours
with
are
the dad
Ole and
jokes.
Lean on the dad jokes at our house.
I have another super favorite that makes me giggle every time. Is anybody ready? Okay, Mom.
everybody's ready.
This one's for Mom. You two be quiet. Mom, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Impatient cow.
Impatient.
Moo.
cow. Who?
That's a great one.
That sounds like a kid joke.
It is. Shreya told it to me like in 5th grade, and I've been using it ever since.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Yep. That's a perfect Sharia joke.
Isn't it?
Yep. Then there's always the classic blonde jokes. Why did the
I'm a blonde
keep-
now, though. So
Why did
sorry.
the blonde keep?
Go ahead.
You're a blonde. You're a blonde. That's a good joke.
Oh, that's true. That's true. It's actually white.
But I know it's fun
Well
to be called
played.
blonde.
Well played,
You know.
sister.
Why'd the blonde keep making left turns?
I don't
She didn't know
know.
how to turn her blinker off.
Was her name Karen?
Ooh.
Maybe Karen doesn't listen.
I don't know. I don't get the Karen of this generation, but
Oh, it's
yeah.
funny though, isn't it? It's
No,
like
I-
anybody. It's just like, oh, I don't know how to explain it. Margot, can you explain? Thanks a lot,
It's the-
Karen.
It's it's the hair bump it. I need to see your manager because my coffee has whipped cream on top of it and it touched the lid and I now need to have a full refund plus to speak to your manager.
This is not what I thought Karen was, but
So let's all go to Starbucks and put Karen on our cup.
So where does that come from?
all right. Karen, to speak to the manager. Margot, you're absolutely right. That is what it says.
Yes.
What does it mean when you are a Karen? Karen is a pejorative term for a white woman perceived as entitled or demanding beyond the scope of what is normal. Consider
Where did
me
that
educated
come
because that's what I just Googled.
Hmm.
The term is a meme depicting white women who use their privilege to demand their own way. Not at all what I thought. Not at all what I thought all this time. So now I realize
and-
that it's not nice when they say
Okay, Karen.
it. So
It's quite offensive,
not
actually.
nice. Yeah, when you hear that's the definition, I had no idea. I thought it was just your average person being silly, not specific to white people and their privilege. Good gravy. I would never have thought that.
Well, today at the pharmacy, I had to pick up a prescription, and you put your card in the little slot, and then you have to sign your name with your finger. And so I said, I'm going to just sign Mickey Mouse sometime. And she goes, yeah. She said, I don't know why, because you can't even read these. And I said, we could all just write Karen, hoping that someone would tell me what it was. And she knew what I meant, but
Well,
she-
everybody knows that the Karen is like a term for I don't know what, but I mean, now I know. But do you think the general population knows this definition that I just read?
You know
That
what?
it's a white woman privilege term? Like what?
I have
No,
never
I think,
even
I think
heard
most of the
it.
people think of it
Well,
like
consider where you live, Kelly. On a hill in the woods.
So, Margot, you think like I did, like most people think it's just like any Joe Blow woman in the office. All right, Karen,
Mhm.
not
Yeah.
specific to a race or gender, but a race or social status or whatever. I'm super offended by it now. I'm sad because I thought it was so funny to call somebody a Karen. All right, Karen, and now it's
Mhm.
not funny because if that's really what it means, gosh darn.
So when did our world turn to where a name could become an offensive term?
It's
because everything is racist.
because you can put a meaning behind anything. You know what I mean?
Yes. And everybody needs to be the one who's the most outraged right now in our society.
Well, today
Wow.
it's me because I'm outraged that definition isn't what I thought it was. Don't know if that counts, but
Well, 1 minute you're young and spry, and then the next minute you're turning down your car radio so you can read the street signs.
that is true. And that is a good one.
You guys, my husband was off yesterday and spent the day making venison jerky, which, by the way, is flippin' awesome. And he had the whole giant dehydrator out and everything. And he made all these dishes. And I got home and I went, okay, it's awesome. He did all the dishes last night.
That
No
is
joke.
phenomenal.
Is there a full moon?
But now doesn't your house just reek?
No. Mm-mm.
They wouldn't know. They always are cooking meat, Margot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Kelly, seriously, it's a thing. Whenever when Jake and Jackie were here in the spring, I made spaghetti with actual meat in it, and my house smelled for days of that meat. I'm not used to that smell because vegetables don't do that.
No.
So
unless it's
anyway,
broccoli.
they're, but not for days, you know. So Kelly and Dave, they're just used to it, and it probably I don't ever notice it when I'm there. So I don't know.
But jerky making just lingers.
Oh, I would. Oh, maybe you're okay. I don't know anything
Yeah.
about that. So
Well, I didn't notice
I don't
it
know.
when
Does
I
that
came in
stink?
tonight. So I didn't
Nah.
notice it when I
Well-
came in last night. So
I'm sure. So how much jerky did you get? Like pounds and pounds of it?
he
it shrinks
did-
down
what
quite
did
a
he
bit.
say? Yeah, he took 5 pounds of venison out, and we're testing, or he was testing some new things, some new like smoke powder, hickory smoke powder and stuff, and new seasonings.
Okay.
And so he
Yeah.
was using the pinch and the dab and the smidgen to
Cute.
figure out, and the vacuum sealer. Not the sealer,
Oh.
but I have got this lid for jars. So he vacuum
Oh, yeah.
marinated the stuff so it wouldn't have to marinate for 8 hours, and he was able to cut that time back. Yeah, he did a great job.
Oh, fancy.
Almost like Applebee's, but better.
Applebee's. What do you mean? I don't
Fancy
get it.
like Applebee's on a date
Oh.
night
That's a song.
with the bourbon street
I didn't know
steak
that was a
and
real
Oreo
song.
shake. Oh no!
I
Oh,
just
you
thought it
didn't?
was. No, I didn't. Not until Jason's brother's wedding, and I was like, "Oh, this is a real song." I didn't know it was a real song.
Oh, I love that. I love it.
I've loved Walker Hayes since he came on the scene.
Walker Hayes. I don't know who that is.
That's who sings Fancy Like. He also sings You Broke Up With Me, another fun little ditty. And yeah, I use the word ditty.
How does Moses make his tea?
Right out of the blue.
I don't know.
How does Moses make his tea, Margot?
He brews it.
He brews it. I had a joke. Oh my gosh, I love that. Somebody said, there was a joke from years ago that coffee was the husband's responsibility because he brews.
So, a couple weekends ago, we were watching Riker and Bree's kids, and took them out to dinner, and we're at the dinner table, and Riker and Bree showed up and we're eating dinner. And out of the blue, Owen said something about a beach or the ocean or something, just like off the wall, had nothing to do with anything that anyone was talking about. And then Jason pipes in and goes, "Smiley faces don't have noses." And he's like, "Well, Owen can just say whatever he wants. I should be able to say whatever I want." And then Owen's like, he's sitting there and he's kind of pondering it. And he goes, "You're right. They don't have noses."
How old is Owen again? I forget.
He's 5.
Oh my gosh.
It was hilarious. Owen, he's thinking, he's like, "You're right. They don't have noses."
Oh, I love it. That is funny.
Good old Grandpa Jason.
Yep.
Shout out to Grandpa Jason, our number one
Shout out
fan.
to Grandpa Jason.
Grandpa
Woohoo!
Jason.
Gra-
Yep.
Is that what they're going to call him? Grandpa Jay?
I don't know. I said something about Margot's grandkids the other day, and she said, "I don't have any grandkids, but Jason has grandkids."
Oh, ouch.
That's because I'm not a grandma. I'm a Miss
Ouch.
Margot.
No,
Oh,
Margot
I don't
Kate.
know.
Yeah.
I think you need to own the glamour and just do it, or find something different. Like down in the South, they say "mama." I'm no,
Amy-
I know that. I don't.
Amy is Mima
Mhm.
to her children or her
Mima.
grandchildren. Mima.
There's
Yeah.
Nene, Nana. I mean, Nana would
Oma.
be cute. Oma, I
Oma.
love Oma.
Yeah. No, I'm Miss Margot.
I told
Miss K can do it from Duck Dynasty. I can do it.
Oh, that's
Some people call me
Okay.
Gram. Some people call me Gramsicle. Some people call me Grandma.
You could be a Gramsicle, Margot.
I could be a Gramsicle.
Yeah.
Every child that comes in this house calls me Grandma. I was at church, and a little foster girl from Jackie's house is going to church there, and she calls me Grandma.
is going to your church.
Yeah, she showed up one day, and I was like, What?
Yes, she's
Sweet.
friends with one of the other girls at our church. So when she has a sleepover, she comes to church on Sunday.
Sweet.
That's awesome. I hear Jake and Jackie are going too.
Yes. Mhm.
And Nathan said he would come for Christmas.
Oh, we found a church.
You did? How
Yeah,
exciting.
it's very exciting, and our old church might actually sell. I'm so excited. We got an offer. Yeah, so this new church we found right here in called. They have 3 services every Sunday. It's a small, I would say, gathering, but obviously 3 services means there's a big congregation overall. But very modern, fun. I love it.
Awesome.
Cool.
So my dog is like apparently having fits over deer out in the back. I don't know
You
if
sure
you
it's
can
deer?
hear, but I sure can.
Not
I
Coyotes?
heard it. I thought it was one of my dogs, actually.
Yeah, she's
all right.
on the
Do we have
deck
any more
barking at-
jokes, Miss Margot? Got any more jokes for us, Miss Margot?
If April showers bring Mayflowers, what do Mayflowers bring? Pilgrims.
Oh, I get it.
Not a lot of people are going to get it. Jason might not get it. He's young.
He might not get it.
Don't
Okay.
you know?
Don't you know? Hey.
Ponder this. You have fingertips, but your toes don't have toe tips. But you can tiptoe, but you can't tip finger.
I love that so much. I don't even know what to say right now.
Okay.
Toe tips,
Toe tips and
tiptoes.
tiptoes
tip fingers.
and tip fingers.
All of those things are hilarious.
All right.
Fingertips and toe tips. We do, but we don't call them that.
No. I tried to catch the fog the other day, but I missed.
I thought about it, and it took a second to sink in on the mist. Oh, I like it.
How many tickles does it take to make a squid laugh? Tentacles.
How many tickles does it take to make Shelly murder you with a knife? One, just one. Hey, look, I brought the murder today.
Look at her bringing the murder.
Oh my gosh.
Listen to this podcast about this girl who was murdered, but the coroner said it was a 16-year-old girl. She died. And the coroner said that she died from an STD. Okay. This detective would not let it drop. Was like, no, this girl did not die from a sexually transmitted disease. She was 16 years old and she was bludgeoned to death. And then finally, it took like 20 years for them to reopen the case, for them to re-examine, and for the coroner to pronounce it a homicide. She was beaten to death.
I want to say a swear right now. That story
You're
makes
in
me want
trouble,
to swear.
Margot?
Not at her. No, at the whole idea of like what the French toast. Yeah.
Hey, like, first of all, what STDs does a 16-year-old die from?
That causes a brain injury, right? I mean, come on.
That causes her skull to be beaten in.
Like, yeah. Oh, okay. And cut. This time we don't bring up the murders. Whew. My fault.
Opened that door,
Don't
you
open
did.
the door, because we'll come barreling right through.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, Zooks.
Oh my gosh.
Why do seagulls fly over the ocean?
I don't know.
Don't have a boat?
They don't have a boat. Because if they flew over the bay, they would be bagels.
Oh, I like that one too.
Oh wow.
So I was at the bank today, and there was this little lady, and she's like, "Can you check my balance?" So I pushed her. She fell over. Her balance is poor.
We need to have more joke nights.
I think we found Margot's
need-
calling.
A joke segment. Oh. Tonight's joke of the day. Wait, tonight's joke of the day?
There we go.
Joke of the
No one knows we do this at night.
the joke of the day.
Do they
You
know
should
we
have
do it at
Dad
night?
in here to tell a joke.
No. No, please no. I mean, wait.
Shelly's
He's
like,
always
that would be an editing nightmare.
He is always
Yeah.
telling Owen jokes, and Owen just
Who is
looks
Owen?
at him.
Who's Owen?
Riker's-
Margot's grandchild.
Riker's little
oh,
boy.
the little guy, Margot's grandson, Grandma Margot,
Miss
her
Margot.
grandson, Grandma
Miss
Margot.
Margot, they call her. When
Miss
we were
Grandma
having
Margot.
Thanksgiving dinner, Margot and I were serving next to each other, and Owen came through, and I said, "When you get up there, say thanks, Grandma." But he didn't do it. He was afraid to. He smiled.
Oh, poor thing.
Margot, you're scaring the children.
Scary. I did make Belle cry though.
What did you do to my granddaughter?
Well, Jake was getting me going something on politics, right? And Belle
Okay.
was standing at my feet, and I looked down at her. I was like, "Belle, don't get me started." And she started bawling, and she ran to her mom.
Oh, poor little thing. You'll forever be scary to her, Miss Margot.
Oh no. Margot's the one that plays with all the children.
Oh,
Plays-
I have no doubt.
Yep, on the floor, walkie-talkie in hand.
Yeah, so
Yep.
it sounds like Belle's a little diva. So, and you got to call her baby right now. You got to call her baby. She doesn't like to be called Isabel.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. She'll correct you. It's baby. She's not even 2. She'll be 2 in like 3 days.
No, she's going to be 3.
She can be 2.
Help.
No help. She can be
No.
2.
2, yeah.
I'm grandma. I know. She can be 2. She's just a peanut.
Well, she told me she was 3.
She lied to your face.
She's 2. She doesn't know.
There you go, trusting a baby.
Oh man.
Yeah, she's only going to be 2, a little peanut. Yeah,
Oh,
she
I-
wants to be called baby.
Okay.
Okay, well, ladies,
think-
we're going to be interrupted very shortly here. So,
Okay. Well, I have to tell you what happened to me today, you guys.
Tell me.
I don't have it. I don't have any makeup on because I was crying.
Oh,
you were crying.
do we need to pause and just?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
Well, when I came out of Hobby Lobby today, there was some kind of a cop thing going on. I don't know what the hell they were doing.
Not in Billings.
Yeah, they were stopping, like randomly stopping people. Got me. So guess who called? Who got it? Me. They stopped me. And Margot, I was like, I didn't tell you this when you were here.
No.
Anyway, so you get out of the car. You got to get out of the damn car,
What?
right?
Oh,
Right there in the parking lot. They're
Oh, they were
stopping.
doing sobriety test
Yeah.
oh.
Okay. at Hobby Lobby.
We all getting drunk in the craft aisle? What?
Dude,
I don't know if they were practicing.
I'm like, why are you picking on crafters?
Why are you picking on me?
Right. On old crafters.
So they do this sobriety test. They tell me they're going to do sobriety test. They made me fold a fitted sheet.
Oh, bold-faced lie. Bold-faced lie. I
He
bet
passed.
you did. Because you wrapped him up in it and we're like, bam, done. I'm out of here. He couldn't get out. Oh, Mom. I just watched a video on folding fitted sheets and I'm like, I think I do it that way. Why doesn't it come out like that?
oh, Martha Stewart taught me.
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
Was it her and Snoop Dogg?
It was not. It was pre Snoop Dogg, pre Pot Martha.
Okay.
She might have been smoking pot then too.
All right. I just want to say, number one, don't forget your story on how Martha taught you how to fit a folded sheet or fold a fitted sheet. That was funny. But what is the deal with Martha and Snoop Dogg? Why are they so funny together? And why are they together?
Because
in, like,
I know
commercials?
nothing about this.
They're in commercials
very good.
together.
They're good friends.
I understand, but number one, how did it happen? Was it
How did it
were
happen?
Were they in prison together? I want to know how they met. I just want to know.
They were in
And when-
different prisons.
And why are the jokes, even on commercials, okay? I just think it's crazy. I don't
What kind
know.
of jokes? What jokes?
They're always insinuating about Snoop Dogg and smoking stuff. I don't know. Is it just me? Does
I
anybody
don't
else
watch
understand
commercials, so I don't know.
I know nothing.
me? I mean, it's on ads and everything, and I don't. Anyway, all right. I guess it's
I've-
just me. I'll take
I've
this to
seen
somebody who knows.
I've seen Snoop Dogg on The Voice, I think it was. He was a mentor last year. Great guy. He was really, really good as a mentor.
I would like to meet this guy.
Yes. It changed my
Can you
whole
set that up
opinion.
there, one of you guys? Set that up for her. Invite him to
And I
Christmas
shouldn't-
or something.
Margot could probably get it done.
I shouldn't
Maybe
say
Martha Stewart
opinion
and
of
Snoop
him.
Dogg can come bake cookies while I'm there.
Hey, Margot, can you get
I
them
will
there?
I will send an email.
Will you though?
My
Okay.
people will talk to their people.
You got people. I don't have people. I got cats. They don't do nothing. They're just laying in their little beds.
Okay. Did you guys know that one of your children
One of
Not
your
mine.
grandchildren.
is weighing his poop? I'm not naming any names.
Okay, it's one of 3.
And I said, with my face, and they said,
What the French toast?
they said, you just weigh before and then you weigh after. And I had a 1.8 pounds, but I can do better. Y'all have sons, so
It ain't mine.
I know
Well,
it
it might
ain't
be.
mine.
It might be. It's Riker or Jake. I'm going to cut this whole shenanigans out
no.
because I don't want to remember it.
Oh, that's my last funny for the night.
That's not funny. That's disturbing, actually. And disturbed.
Well, Those boys like to think they can disturb grandma.
On that note, Margot, do you remember 2006?
Do I remember 2006?
Okay, specifically the Meet in the Middle Christmas 2006.
Oh, are you bedazzled?
This is the one we bedazzled at our Meet in the Middle 2006 Christmas. I wear it every year because I love it because it makes me think of that year.
I still have
It
my
was a
dolphin
good year.
shirt that has a bedazzle on it.
It was a good
I
year,
still
and
have-
you guys,
I have the Packers
What do you got?
jersey, and I'm planning to pass that on, or t-shirt.
Brian said, just too bad you don't have that Packers t-shirt. You could work out in that. I'm like, no, I wouldn't want anybody to think I was a fan. Good gravy. No, I'd wear nothing before I wore that thing.
Oh.
Oh, that's not true. That was a lie. That was a lie. I'd wear it inside out.
The bedazzling might be a little irritating then.
Yeah, it might. But anyway, I think of Margot because that was the year too. See the little star? It's a little star. Boop. There's a bunch of them on there. That was the year. That was our first Meet in the Middle Christmas, and there were 2 hotel rooms, and we kind of crammed in that one. And shoot, what was I going to say? Oh, we bedazzled things, and that was the year Brian goes, he saw your nose piercing, Margot, and he goes, you could get your nose pierced, because I kept talking about my tongue getting pierced, which I could never do. And I was like, oh, my nose. And I was like, I never thought about it. And then I went and did it. A lot of memories from that
From that one little hat.
that event. It was so good. And we need to do it again, doggone it. So
Okay.
let's work
I'm
on
in.
that maybe.
I'm in.
Maybe next year.
I'm in.
Can we try 2022 Christmas time?
Let's plan it. We'll plan it next.
Yeah, I
podcast.
mean,
We
meet
had-
in the middle.
We got
and-
the hill all set for sledding. If it ever snows, we can sled down the hill in Red Lodge.
Oh yeah, you guys got a
I'd-
camper, so we could do it out there.
I'd love to do that giant house out there by the Black Hills again.
And-
that was really cool.
That was
Yeah.
great. You did a
And
lot to set
that's-
that up, Kelly.
That's a getaway for everybody. So I do like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it had plenty of room.
Plenty.
Our family has grown a bit, but
but there's
And it doesn't
plenty
have
of
to be
room.
Christmas. It could be any season, I suppose.
true. All right. Well, let's get that on the
Okay.
calendar for next year because life is short. It's getting shorter. So-
Yep, we need to do it.
I'm counting
All right,
my
okay.
Christmases.
All right,
Okay.
ladies.
Well,
been a
thank you
great
for
night.
a lot of fun and a lot of
Yes.
jokes. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
And the
And
next time I see you, I will see you.
I can't believe I'm going to get to see you in December.
Providing we don't have a blizzard in North Dakota.
Well,
You
there will
won't.
be a blizzard. Plan on it. Work through it. You can do it.
And then we're hoping that at the end of that, we can stop and see our airmen on the way back and come back that
Oh,
way.
good plan. Super good plan.
So
Awesome.
Maybe I can take him some cookies.
I
There
will
you
have
go.
cookies for him.
I got to go now.
All right.
All right.
Thank you for
Love you
for the
guys.
laughs. I love you.
Love you guys. Have a great night.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.